What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Talk Punch. Thank you so much for joining us. Now, whether you're watching us on YouTube or you are listening in on the audio version of the podcast, wherever you get your podcast, make sure you go ahead and subscribe. Then come back every Wednesday to see what we're talking about. Kind of like this week's topic, we are ranking our top 3 video game adaptations we want to see. Whether it's TV, whether it's movie. I have a feeling Charlie is mostly TV because Charlie loves his TV shows. But that's okay. Go.
Do I get my mini rant now, or
sure?
One of the big problems that video game adaptations have is they try to take 8 to 10 to 15 to sometimes 50 hours of gameplay and squish it into a 2-hour movie, 2.5-hour movie. It's not enough time. You can't do the story justice. And then you end up kind of like picking a little bit of all these different elements and kind of throwing all this stuff together, and the fans aren't happy because it's not a cohesive story, and then people who aren't familiar with the games aren't happy because they're like, what is this mess? So TV shows is the way to go for video game adaptations. I'm sticking to it. That's right.
I have at least one that I want to move.
All right, that's fair.
But I'm Brody Hanson, joined by...
I'm Charlie. And you may notice we're missing no two dong today. He and his wife just had a little baby, a little third dong. Welcome to the family, 3 dong. And we look forward to seeing... Look, we didn't name the kid. Not our fault. We look forward to seeing Dylan back soon. The mom is resting and happy, so congratulations.
Yep, we look forward to 2 dong coming back. But in the meantime, we're going old school with just me and Charlie. The folks that have been watching for a while might remember that for a year or so, it was just Charlie and I before we brought 2 dong on. So here we are, back to the olden days. But got our top 3. Looking forward to it, Charlie. I wonder if there's going to be any crossovers. I don't know. I hope there's not.
Really? Okay. Well, I know what your number 1 is because, I mean,
you shut your mouth.
Everyone who's watched the show knows what your number 1 is.
You shut your mouth.
I did not put it on my list.
Oh, good. You've also never played it before, so.
Hey! I've played it. I've played at least 30 to 40 minutes of it.
I've put in like over 200 hours, and you're like, ah.
No, we'll get there.
All right. Well, let's get into it then. All right. I believe I am up first. See?
Oh, all right.
Excellent. All right. My number 3 is my movie. I want this. I think this would be a good movie, even more than a TV show. You'd probably disagree. But I'm going with Metroid. I think Metroid would be an awesome sci-fi movie. Get a little bit of the scary with all the monsters. I don't think you need to bring it out through a whole season of TV. I think like a nice 2-hour movie. You get in, you get the plot, you get out, make it a franchise. Every couple years, you get a new Metroid movie. Get some nice Samus, we get our action star in there. I think it would be really cool. I'm surprised that we've never had a movie out of this.
Yeah.
I'm really surprised. I don't know how. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No. Yeah, no. You're good. This was on my short list. It didn't quite make my 3, but I'm rocking my Metroid shirt. Love me some Metroid. But yeah, I was like looking around. I'm like, there's got to be some rumors about something. Like, how could there not be a movie or TV show coming to this?
I don't know. I don't know if it's like a Nintendo thing. If Nintendo's just really I know they're really protective of their stuff, even though they allowed the Mario Brothers movie. Maybe that's why they're so protective.
And then now they're allowing a second Mario Brothers movie. And why? Why? That's the worst. You know what? Sorry. No. We're gonna have this quick conversation. That is the worst property that they could put into a live action movie. They have so many good titles that would make fantastic movies or TV shows. They keep trying to force Mario to be a live action thing. This movie's gonna be terrible. It's gonna be terrible. It sounds like somebody got really like high and was eating a bunch of junk food, and they're like, no. Seth Rogen is Donkey Kong, man. Jack Black is Bowser. This is genius. Oh my God, it's gonna be terrible.
You know, I thought that when they announced a Sonic movie, terrible in that. So who knows?
That's true. That's true. Okay.
But
All right.
Metroid, you know, I remember 10, 15 years ago, there was a new Metroid game coming out, and they had like a live action commercial. Remember this?
No.
Oh, they had like a live action commercial, and it was really cool. And and
Commercials.
and I still remember that. And so it's just so odd to me that we've got this really cool character. We've got a whole bunch of games. I mean, you've got like the old school,
Yeah.
you've got like the Prime stuff. There's this whole story canon that goes along with Metroid. How do we not have a show or a TV? I'd take either one, but I think a movie. I said a show or a TV. I meant a show
Yeah.
or a movie. Either one, but I think a movie of this would be awesome. Let's get a franchise going. There
Make
you
it
go.
happen. You got an actor. You got an actress in mind for your lead.
Nope. Didn't think that far into it.
Well, hey, we'll have to cast it. We'll do a casting episode.
Casting.
Uh,
There we go.
since,
Casting all that.
hey, since we're speaking all these into development, now we gotta take that next step. Come on, Hollywood, let's go.
All right, Charlie, you're number 3.
Okay, look, I try to think of things that would be hard to screw up. Okay, so
Oh,
I
that's
had
tough.
a long
Tough.
list, one of my things to whittle down was like, okay, can I? They had to. So like Zelda, for instance, I had it on my list for a long time, and I thought it'd be great, and then by the end, I was like, look, there's no way they're gonna not screw this up. I'm taking it off my list.
I,
Too hard to do.
it's not
But
on my list for the exact same reason.
they're gonna mess it up. But you know what? They can't mess up because it's already basically just a movie that you happen to tap some buttons during. That's Red Dead Redemption.
Oh.
You can't screw it up. It's already a movie. Now, you could make this into a movie, a movie franchise. You could make this into an excellent TV show. Westerns, sometimes they have this kind of, we ride these Western waves in Hollywood where suddenly Westerns are in vogue and then all of a sudden, they're gone all over again. But there have been some terrific like Deadwood and other really good quality Western television shows and certainly plenty of Western films. But I mean, the story is already there. The character is already well developed. You already have so many cinematic qualities to this video game in general. Very, have you played these, bro?
I haven't.
Oh man.
I've
Okay.
always been too worried because I know that they're open world, and open worlds are hard for me because I want to do everything. And then I get sucked in.
You
And
gotta
then all
play
of a
it.
sudden it's
You gotta play
200
it.
hours later, and I'm like, oh man, I should probably play the story now.
It's so good though, bro. It's a really fun game. So look, if you're looking in the market for a new video game and you haven't tried Red Dead Redemption, much like Brody, play it. But I think this would be an excellent vehicle. I'm surprised. I try to find rumors about it. I'm surprised that there aren't more rumors about it
That is
being something that
surprising.
could be adapted to television or cinema. But I will also say real quick, Brody, I apologize if I'm being a little feisty tonight. My wife and I started a cleanse. This is day 2, so I'm like, my caffeine intake is way down, my food intake is way down,
Is
my
it just
crankiness is
juice?
way up.
Just juice,
No, we
Charlie?
get I can have one meal a day, and I get some shakes, a shake maybe. I can have a rice cake, one rice cake. It's great. Hey, only a month. You're gonna get feisty, Charlie, for
A
like a month.
month? I
A
gotta.
month of
Oh
feisty.
my goodness. 3 weeks from now, we may have to skip our recording date. I don't know if I can handle that, Charlie. Doggone it. Oh,
Uh,
good luck with your cleanse.
yeah.
Wish
Thank you,
you
sir.
well. All right. You have anything else on Red Dead Redemption?
No, just well, really, Brody, you should play it.
I
Honestly,
know, I
play
know.
it.
I've got a couple friends who still play it, and I just worry about how much time I would sink.
Don't worry. Just look. Even if you just do the story, just do the story and don't do the side missions.
You
I know that's
can't tell
hard.
me that. I
I
won't
know
do
you're a
it.
completionist.
I won't do it, man. I won't do just a story. There's too much to do.
It's a good story. It's a good story. All right. On to your number 2.
All right,
Hit us with that.
number
Hit us with that
two.
sweet number deuce.
Number 2. Now this one, TV show, would have to be a TV, and that's Portal. I think Portal, kind of in the vein of like a Squid Game type of format, where maybe you're taking on a challenge. You know, every episode as it's kind of unlocking new things about the company, get some background, and then you can just keep going seasons, man. You could just keep going. And so I think this would be
Yeah.
a really neat show. I love the games. These games are so much fun. They are so clever. Opening up a portal there, open up a portal there, throw something through there, and it comes and hits you here. I think it'd be really cool. Plus, there's
It'd
cake.
be really fun.
You get this whole and like especially in Portal 2, you start like unwrapping this kind of background on Gladys, all this stuff. And it's really interesting. I think it would be a really cool TV.
Yeah.
Did you consider this
I'm
one at
sold.
all?
It didn't make my. It didn't make my. I keep wanting to call it a short list. It wasn't a short list. It was a long list. Um, I had, I played this a long time ago, and I'll be honest, I just didn't think of it when I was putting my list together.
Hmm.
But it's a great call by you. I need to revisit this franchise. It's been too long.
It's a fun one. Like I said, especially number 2. I remember I played it and like it's a great one for the kids to watch because you can stuff and they're like, oh dad, try that or do that or
Yeah.
pretty fun. Really, really accessible, really easy to get into. Not super long either. So you can get in, play it, you can
Yeah.
but if this were like a Netflix series, you get like 6, 8 like solid episodes per season. I think that would be.
Yeah.
Plus, you don't need a big cast. Tiny little cast. I don't know if
Yeah.
like in the game, there's only one person. Probably wouldn't want to. You probably need some communication amongst
That
characters.
Yeah.
But you put a couple people in there. They got to work together. Maybe they get killed off here or there. And when I thought of this, I was like, oh, like a Squid Game type of thing, where
Yeah.
maybe you
That'd be
start out with
interesting.
a bigger group and you kind of whittle down. You know, no, hey, but I think that would be really so. There, my
Yeah.
number 2, Portal.
Very nice. All right, my number 2, and I don't know if you played this or not, but if you have you played any of the Telltale games?
Yes.
So for those of you who maybe are unfamiliar with this kind of series of games, they're essentially like this choice-based cinematic gameplay. So there's the Walking Dead one is just so emotionally devastating and good.
Hmm.
I'm not ashamed to admit, when I just put like a video game that made me just weep like a child at the end of it. Oh my goodness, that was just such a sad one. But then they have the one for Back to the Future and a bunch of
They have a
different
Batman.
franchises.
They
But
have a
my
Game of
absolute
Thrones.
favorite, yep, yep, my absolute favorite though is Wolf Among Us, and
Oh.
this is not only an amazing game, and I'm so happy, Brody. 2, the sequel, Wolf Among Us 2, is coming out from Telltale Games in
Hmm.
2023. So I'm very much looking forward to that. A great series of graphic novels, which I highly recommend. So look, the source material is there. The graphic novels are amazing. The video game, amazing. You can't screw it up. There's too much good material. So if you're looking at this poster, I'm sorry, I always mirror to the wrong side there. You'll notice that that's a wolf guy, right? Right, but he's not like a werewolf. He's like the wolf from like Little Red Riding Hood, right? So he's the sheriff of like Fableton, which is like a town where all these like fables live. You got your Snow Whites and your Three Little Pigs and stuff, but it's presented a very noir, very grim, kind of dark universe. And so there's like a grisly murder, and he's investigating, and then there's more grisly murders, and you know, and he's also trying to keep the secret of the town, so that people don't find out that the fables actually exist and stuff. So it's really like just like I don't even know if the way I'm describing it, I'm probably if it doesn't sound amazing, then that's my fault, and I'm not describing it well because it is fantastic. So play the game, read the graphic novels, and let's get this petition rolling. Let's get a TV show going. With these branching story games, Brody, I was thinking like Netflix has that interactive stuff already.
Oh, there
It's
you
already a
go.
thing. You know, so you film these TV shows, and then you give options, and then you have like these interactive moments where you can kind of make some of these choices for the character, and then you get different outcomes. So it has that video game-esque quality. That could be cool, or just do it normal. That's fine too. Um, but it's really just great stuff, and I'm so excited for the sequel.
Charlie, do you know why this is such a good pick?
Why?
Because when you were on paternity leave, Tudong and I did a graphic novels we want adapted into, and Fables was on my list.
Ah, bro. You haven't played the game though, so I don't. What do we do?
You know, I think I started it at one point. I think I bought it and then I started it, but I don't know. I don't think I got very far. I would like to pick it up. I also have the Batman one. I don't know. I want to do this because I really like the Fables graphic novels, which is why it was on my list. I'll put a little bing right above Charlie there so that you
nice.
click. Make sure you finish this video and then go back and watch it.
Yes, and I will say that if you're not like a big video game player, but you just like the idea of like a really engrossing story, you can get these Telltale games. You can get them on your iPad, like the iOS. You can get them on Android stuff. You don't just have to play them on like a PS4 console. So they're great. You know, minimal like you need minimal video game skills or acumen to play. You can just kind of be swept away by the story and just kind of make choices along there. I really do recommend them for for anyone who loves video games or maybe is just kind of like looking for something to do.
Do these games do these games directly follow the graphic novels?
I think that there's some strong parallels, but there's way more graphic novel than there is like it's a 5 episode arc of like the series, so you get some crossover from some of the books and stuff, some of the storylines, but you get way more stuff in the book. So I don't know what they're going to bring over for the second game. There's a trailer, but I didn't watch it yet because I just found out about it. So when I was doing research,
Gotta be the war.
trying to see if someone had already adapted this, and it was like, oh, there's a sequel coming. Yeah.
Gotta be the war. All right.
Yeah.
Moving on to number ones. All right. My number one. Surprise to nobody who has ever watched anything where we talk about video games. Because I don't care if it's a movie or a TV show or a Netflix series or an Amazon series or an HBO series. I don't care. Just give me something on it. Doggone it. I need a Mass Effect something. Show, movie. I know late last year there were all these rumors that Amazon was trying to negotiate to get Mass Effect. That'd be great. Hey, they just dumped $400 million into a Lord of the Rings show. Maybe they can dump a couple million into a Mass Effect show. I'd be down with that.
Let's make it happen.
Cool with that. I want to see it. I want to see it so bad. There was all these talks about trying to get Mass Effect movies up and going a long time ago. Probably when like the third one came out, which I think was around 2013 or so. Man, this is so good. This is like my favorite video game of all time. If you're gonna ask me specifically between the three, I'd probably lean into 2. Probably my favorite, but I love them all. Love them all. Even Andromeda, I like that one. Not as good. Still liked it. But man, there is so much story here. There is so much background. You can play this game and they give you like encyclopedias that you can go and you can read about every planet and every species and the background of species. There is so much content here. Like, it's all there. It's all there. They just need somebody to write a script and then cast some cool people. And then it could be a whole movie series, a whole television series. Just want to see it. I know this is not surprising. I've talked about this so many times, but I still want a Mass Effect series or movie.
Make it happen, people. I know there's some Prime execs that listen to this show. And I know this because some of our other ideas have already been taken and run with to create content. So I just want to say, I know you're watching. Make Mass Effect happen so this man over here can finally have his dream come true. And then while you're at it, let's get to my number one, and let's make my dreams come true too. to no surprise, if anyone who has watched this show or heard us talk about video games, my number one, Brody, you know what it is.
Oh, I
Come
thought
on
about putting this on. I
now.
thought about putting this on, and then I
This would
forgot, and
be
then I forgot about it, and that's probably why it's not on my list.
like the Old Republic stuff is so cool. And I know there's been rumors since like 2019 about
Oh,
this Old
forever.
Republic movie that's gonna get made.
Even earlier than
And
that,
this
man.
and this has been like the heartbreak of this franchise, because the first game came out and it was amazing. And then the second game came out, it was like pretty good. And then there was this rumor of the third game that was gonna just be the best. And then it got caught into like development hell, and it just disappeared completely. And then suddenly there was some massive multiplayer online Star Wars thing that was totally different, and then it was
Yeah.
just gone poof. And since then there's been these rumors of reboots and redos, and it's coming through remasterings, and now no, maybe it'll be a movie or a TV show. And then when the Disney Plus stuff started happening, it was like, oh, it's definitely happening. We're getting that Old Republic. But here we are, 2022, and still there's nothing about it. Where is it? What's happening? If you're just trying to look, even if you just take the backdrop of the Old Republic, fantastic.
Awesome.
It is great.
Totally.
It is flushed out so beautifully. Both you can find some really good gripping graphic novels that kind of flesh it out. You can find certainly this video game and the sequel do a nice job of just kind of creating this universe. It's really interesting. The worlds are really fascinating. It gives you a lot of like really good just like the environment. Like I always thought that Star Wars, the universe of Star Wars was so much greater than just like the individual stories that have been told within
Sure.
it. And there's no franchise I think that has like the first three Star Wars movies, the old ones, the oldest ones. They're some of my favorite movies of all time. But the subsequent like 6 movies, I could kind of take or leave. I would argue that the video, like almost every Star Wars video game that's come since then has been more imaginative and just like a more engrossing storyline. Maybe not every single one. That's certainly not fair. But there's been so many good ones that just kind of explore the universe, and I just think it's a fascinating universe. And I think that this specific timeline and the story that's told in this game is fantastic. If you want to use something a little bit different, that's great too. But just it's got to happen. I need it, Brody. You need Mass Effect. I need some Old Republic. Come on, and just hurry up, Disney. Make it happen. I know you want it. You like money. Take my money.
No.
I would go to the theaters for this, or preferably if it's a TV show, because I would stay at home and watch it one episode a week, because it should be a TV show. It's way too much game for.
It'd be a really good TV show.
Right?
No, I totally agree. And like I said, I thought about putting this one on, and I think as I was building my list, I forgot about it. I don't know. There's probably something deep down that put it on you. Yeah.
There you go. That's the stuff.
You and I played this game when it came out years and years ago. Golly, what was that? Like 2002, 2003, something like that.
Long time.
It was a long time ago, but this game is amazing, and it opened up that Star Wars universe so much. And right now it just kind of feels like we're stuck in this. Like even from episode 1 to episode 9, we're looking at less than 100 years. When they've got like thousands of years of story and canon and ancient Jedi and ancient Sith, and that's kind of what this explores, is like hundreds, thousands of years. I don't remember how far, before any of the Skywalker stuff. And that's what's so neat, is that you have like little hints of the stuff that we're familiar with, but it's so different. And that's what's so cool about that. So I totally agree. I think awesome Disney Plus show.
Woohoo! All right. Well, hey, it's settled. All right. I'm glad we could come together and kind of tell Hollywood what's up. Do you want a quick list of some possible comings, some rumors that
yeah,
cover? You want a little bit of that?
Yeah, I for my list, I purposely tried to not do anything that was like in development. So
yeah. Well, we got so Netflix, as far as I can tell, just within this month of February, is securing the rights to Biohazard, to create a Biohazard movie, which would be pretty cool, because I put that initially on my list, and then kind of was looking at that would be a really fun, I think, universe to explore. We got God of War. The creators of God of War are in negotiations with Amazon Prime for a TV series.
Interesting.
Although they seem to be in negotiations with just about everybody for just about everything.
It's true.
So they're
It's true.
they're kind of they're kind of hungry to get some good content. There's rumors of a Mega Man movie coming. Borderlands is
Be
coming for
interesting.
sure. Um, there's talk of another Tomb Raider, another Tomb Raider movie coming out, and they're gonna keep
Another
making
one?
Tomb Raider movies, Brody, and they're gonna keep being bad because Tomb Raider should be a TV show. Stop trying to make it a movie. All they keep doing is cramming like all this action adventure into subpar Tomb Raider movies, and look, they should be okay. All right, sorry, low blood sugar Charlie's here to say that the concept can be great, but if the execution is bad, that's fine. No one ever goes to see a really good movie and then walks out going, "Well, that was dumb," right? People go to see movies that on paper somewhere, some down the line, someone was describing it and thought that sounds amazing, right? Tomb
Sure.
Raider, it should be amazing, and
Should be.
the execution of these Tomb Raider films has not been amazing. If the script is bad, if the storyline isn't good, think about Indiana Jones and the Crystal Skull. Terrible, terrible movie. Horrible, horrible, horrible movie. Conceptually, give me another Indiana Jones movie. Sure, that sounds great. No, that's horrible. So you can't just have a good idea. It can't just be like the video game was good. You got to execute it, Hollywood. Look, big time Amazon producers watching this show right now. You got to make it good. Okay? Now, look, no brainer? Sure. I think it's a no brainer. But then also, you got a whole graveyard of bad video game movies trashed because people made bad decisions.
It's true.
Don't screw up Mass Effect. Don't do it.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Mass Effect. If Mass Effect is bad, I'm gonna lose my mind because I've waited for so long. If they finally make a Mass Effect and it's bad, I'm gonna blow a gasket. Lose my mind.
Well, the Cuphead show came out on Netflix right now.
Oh,
Cuphead
that's
video game is very
right.
fun. We got Halo coming at the end of March, which I'm very curious to watch.
Paramount Plus, right?
Looks pretty good. Yeah. You got The Last of Us coming to HBO, which I'm really, really excited for, although that's going to be really, really sad.
Still haven't played.
So I think there's a Knuckles TV show coming to Paramount Plus as well.
Knuckles?
A lot of
like Sonic? Like a spin-off show?
Yeah, there's a new Sonic movie coming out as well.
Super excited for that
this summer, which should be fun. Did you see Uncharted, Brody?
I haven't seen it yet.
Okay, I'd like to see that. I think there's a Gears of War movie, Metal Gear. There's a lot of these properties that are being discussed or negotiated. At least you can find a lot of rumors for a lot of these. Five Nights at Freddy's. Some. I think the worst one I saw was Just Dance. Maybe as like a rumor that Just Dance could have a movie like. Why? It's like when they were making board game movies and then they made Battleship and it was just like maybe. Or the Disney ride movies. They're like, oh, Pirates of the Caribbean turned out well. We'll make Haunted Mansion. Maybe we'll make a teacup movie. At some point, we just go too far. But
when I was looking through my video game collection, I saw Rock Band, and I was like, I like a touring rock band. And I was like, nah, that's okay. That's okay.
I like it.
All right, yeah.
That's the future. That's the future right there, man. That'll be great. You're watching like a movie and then it stops and you have to like perform a rock band sequence on like your instrument at home. And if you fail, then you get to see the actors on screen go, oh man, we failed. We suck. We just lost our record deal and we're out on the streets.
Oh, that's too interactive. All right, Charlie, you have anything else to add to this?
No, it's a lot of fun. I hopefully we could just continue to see good video games and good source material being turned into quality entertainment on both the small and big screen. I am excited for just a lot of the what's to come in 2022 and 2023. A lot of good things to watch. And speaking of good things to watch, make sure you click down here below for some more Talk Punch. And make sure you click below the beard to like and subscribe. It really helps us out and we really do appreciate it. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you soon.
I'll see you
Bye,
later.
Three Dong.
Bye.